This is Aaron Harris. Welcome to episode 3.
The growth of AAU basketball or travel team basketball, I think it's a difference actually. AAU basketball is more, I guess you can say more, as not as intense as, travel team. Travel team is more of a business because there's money invested and things like that from be it shoe companies or corporate people. I think AAU basketball is more youth sport, where, it's more driven by parents and mentors and things of that nature. But the growth in it is really been, as you can see, is so much money in basketball now. And kids at an early age are introduced to the business of basketball. So everything that you do is really a business decision, from the 13-year-olds all the way up to 17 or 18-year-olds. So for a travel team coach that has a Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, or whatever type of shoe deal, they're asked to put a certain type of product on the court. So, in doing that, they have to make business decisions in order to put the best product on the court, and also to become consistent, having a contract and things like that. And I think that's where it's all with deferred. When I was coming up, there was no shoe companies involved in the programs. You just played the game because you loved it and you was passionate about it. And if you played in the NBA or you played in Europe, you made some money, but it was nowhere near to the magnitude it is now. That's where I think, as you can see, where the growth is going. You can easily put people in a box and point at one thing, but I think the biggest thing is just the amount of money that's being made in this business. And that's where the biggest difference is.
Neither one of them was good shots. Can't do that. Outside yourself to overdo it, okay? People know who you are and they know what you can do. You got to show that you can play with players again, all right? That's everybody get back. Everybody got to order some food on it, right? Yeah. When everybody get back, they're going to bring the food to your room. I want you off, shower, get off your feet. Don't get your stinky asses in the bed without taking a shower. Elevate your legs, all right? And relax. Let's go. Get in. Good job, fellas.
Takeover on 3. Family on 6.
Remember, we're the best team here. We're going to show motherfuckers every time we come on court. Exactly. We're the best fucking team here.
All right, takeover on 3. Family on 6. 1, 2, 3. Takeover. 4, 5, 6.
My coaching style is unique. I think you have to be cut from a different cloth to play for me, because there's only going to be one way, and that's going to be my way. And there's really no give. And the reason I always coach the 8th grade is because I want to kind of prepare kids for high school. Then I coach the 17U to prepare you for college, because I want you to be able to accept whatever coach is throwing at you, and you're not going to a shell because he's coaching you too hard. You want to be able to adapt, and be productive. And you got to hear me, but you can't allow it to break you down or take you out or make you lose focus as the game is going on.
Game rebound. That's that. That's the only way. That's the only way. Roach, when the ball comes out of bounds, I don't want you to drive your basketball up the court. Use your speed. Make them stop you and then bring it out. And then we go 41 high. We're going to move them, we're going to pass, and we're going to cut. We're going to chop it to the lead. Every time the other shot go up or down, and the only people getting back is 1 and 2. Y'all three going straight to the glass. On their end, I want 5 to the board. Let's go.
Hey, when we get into the post, they doubling down. Look for the cut.
Off the one. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
I think the biggest thing that Keith brings to the table is his being authentic. Whether it's on the sideline, whether it's here in the office, you always know where you stand with him. He always provides you with the best Keith Stevens that he can give you. One of the biggest things that I have learned from him is you just got to tell people what it is when it's right for them. Not everybody appreciates being told. Everybody wants to be told the truth, but not everybody appreciates what the truth sounds like when they hear it. And I think Keith's one of the best people that I've been around with telling people exactly what it is when it is.
Playing for Coach Keith, it's fun at times. He could be very hectic, make you think about why you're playing basketball sometimes. He gets on you, but it's for the better. He makes us compete. He gets after us, but we all know why he's doing this for us. We enjoy it.
It's either if you don't do it his way, you're not playing. So I mean, you gotta do whatever he says. Like defense, offense, you gotta do it his way, or it's no way. I definitely describe him as carrying on and off the court, but when he's on the court time, it's straight business. Like we always joke off the court. I always joke with him off the court, but when we on the court, it's straight business, straight, no smiling, no none of it. It's straight getting to the money. Like, that's what it is. You gotta win. Whatever do to win, that's what it takes.
I always tell people my ultimate goal as a coach is to make sure I get the most out of each kid, be it on the court and off the court, and make sure you can help them be as successful as possible with whatever endeavors they choose to go to when they finish playing basketball or while they're playing basketball. So with that being the mindset, I have to be consistent in my effort and my speakings as I'm talking to these guys.
With my dad's coaching style, I guess you can use 2 words, and I would use passion and love. The reason why I say that, because I feel like it's not just for the basketball piece, it's more so for the kids as well. Like, he treated me the same as he treated every kid that came through this program, and coached us all the same. He puts in all his efforts, all his time, all his energy into this program and for these kids' best interests. I think he has the same goals for all of us, and he just wants us all at the end of the day to be as successful as possible and actually max out in any way as possible in life with all our goals and all our dreams. And with him, he does whatever it takes to help each and every one of us, including myself, to reach these goals. He never gives up. He never quits on an individual that comes through his program. He even helps individuals outside of the program. So that's just the type of guy he's always been.
Overall, good weekend. We accomplished what we came to. This week in practice, I need everybody to be coming in with a different mindset. Man, we have to, in order for us to get better, we got to make each other better. We have to push each other in practice. Like, we got to make another step. Like, in order for everybody, the other guys to get more minutes, I need those guys that's getting the minutes to push each other and make each other better. Because we have to do that, because what's happening is, when we making sub rotations, some people are mentally not there when they go in. So what happens is the intensity and the consistency is falling down. In order to be really, really good, that can't happen. Like, we have to be, if anything, we got to be here or we got to be here. We don't never want to be here. Let's get better this week, man. We did a good job. We won. We had some tough games. I still think we're the best team here, but I also think we got a lot to work with. Let's get better this week and make sure everybody take practice serious.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think the biggest thing you take away from it is using basketball as a vehicle to earn a college degree. And anything else after that is a plus. So you gotta keep your eyes on the prize, which is, hey, I want to put the kid in a position to earn a scholarship. And as a kid, you got to put yourself in a position to garner those scholarship offers with the hopes of being able to get the school of your dream or of your choice to be able to go and complete your education.
I think it's one of the most productive years that Team Takeover has. Just traveling, being with my teammates, most of the week, mostly during April, we was all together. I think I just love that experience, that brotherhood that we created. Because while we playing, getting closer in these close games, I think we all become closer. So just like being together a lot makes it a great experience.
It's a great experience. A lot of people want to be where we are right now, so we really got to work to show that we're supposed to be here. It's not just for anybody, it's very competitive. It's a fun organization, it's somewhere we want to be. Again, it's not quite like college, but it's the closest we're going to get. Playing that many games a week, it could be a bit hectic, but this is the best help we're going to get into that next level.
It definitely feels like Division I basketball. Just the intensity rises because every game you can't just come out slacking. Like, play with heart, play with passion. Even if it's not on offense, it could be on defense, defending. And Keith always stresses that, especially with Team Takeover, playing defense. So that's where I really get that passion from, defense, and then it comes right to me on offense when I play defense.
With Terrence, I think the thing with T is that, he's always ready to play. He comes in the game, he's accepted a role of being our sixth man. He comes in and he brings energy on both ends of the court, being one of the best rebounders for his size and then a great three-point shooter. And never once have he's wavered or questioned what we asked him to do. He comes in and he gets the job done. And that just makes him a quality leader by example. When you watch T play, the first thing you notice that he's a kid that has a great feel for the game. He's not the most athletic, but he knows angles, he knows positioning, and then he's a great shooter. I think that's what separates him from a lot of guys that aren't athletic, where he knows how to make an impact, some way, somehow.
Since Terrence has been in the program, I think 6th, 7th grade, his teams have always been elite age, Final Fours. At one time, I think 6th, 7th, 8th grade, T may have been top player in the country at that age group. When he played 10th grade for me last year, we lost one game, and he was one of the main cogs of that. So Terrence has always been one of those kids that perform no matter what the situation's been.
Roll, Hunt. Good.
guys. There's not one person over here that won't have an opportunity to play professional basketball at some level. But part of being able to do that is learning how to prepare, how to carry yourself, and how to be prepared as a professional. We're gonna win basketball games because we're just so talented. You know, and you guys are so coachable. We're gonna win. We're not gonna dispute that. But we're gonna lose basketball games because of our preparation and our mentality is not where it needs to be. So you're doing a hell of a job.
Great job, man. Great job.
Thank you.
Takeover on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think a lot of our success goes to the maturity of Ant Harris being, though he's a returning guy that played on the 17U team last year. So he kind of knows what the expectations are. And even when you think about it, you're talking about a kid that's been in that environment, with hundreds of coaches watching, you know, being in practices when, you know, certain things aren't accepted and there's a certain level of competitiveness that's being demanded. So for him, he can kind of lead the way for a lot of these kids that really haven't experienced it yet.
I think the biggest growth for Ant has been just confidence. He's always been in the mix with all the best players in the country and all the best players in the area. Now I think him having some success with that has given him the confidence to go out and play his best basketball.
I think he's a vocal leader. He gets everybody energized. Like whenever we're down, he picks everybody up. Offense end, he can score. The ball is very fast. Defense, he guards the best guards, best player, wing or guard. So that versatility he brings to the table.
The biggest growth of AAU basketball to me has been the investment that the parents have put into it. Parents are now looking for quality programs, they're getting quality training. So that's one of the growths. I think social media has played a large impact in it, and documentaries such as the one that we're doing, the highlights that come out every other day of different kids. I think that has made the growth of AAU basketball explode the way it has.
To get ready for Peach Jam, we got to come back in the gym ready to go. We got to come ready to finish the mission, to win Peach Jam, and that's the goal that we've had ever since we started practicing at Cesar Chavez in March. And I think if we come back ready in the gym, focused, dialed in, we can definitely win Peach Jam.
You know, going into Peach Jam, I think I have to do a better job of keeping the kids focused. You know, I got to do a better job of managing their expectations of, you know, wanting to win a championship and realizing that, you know, that you can't look ahead to games that's not there yet, and you can't put yourselves in position like last year where we started a lot of games late and then we had to fight our way back into it. So I think I have to do a better job of preparing these guys when they walk on the court, that when the whistle is blown, every second and every minute means something. You know, we can't take anything for granted. You know, nobody's going to lay down because of what our record was. You know, they're going to play us because of the consistency and the history of this program. And we have to represent the name on our jersey and play for each other in order for us to do that.
When I think about the culture of DC, I just think about like unity. Like for instance, music-wise in DC, we all come together and support local artists like Cuter Fools, Light Show, Shy Glizzy. Like we all chime in. Young Manny, that don't crank too. Like Young Manny, like we all support like each other down here in the DC. Like for like we got our own music, go. So you know we just listen to that a lot. You know, do our dances a lot. So everything down here is just a family. We all try to support each other so we all can make it because everybody trying to make it.
Basketball wise, I mean, I feel like this is one of the best areas to play basketball in. Got the WCSC, PBI, Master and Dagger. All those teams pretty much go at it every year. I mean, so pretty much lit in those terms.
Yeah, you already know you be eating seafood right now. You already
got the shrimp.
You got the shrimp. Got a crab. What else down here, bro? What else
we got we got
carry out. Yeah, the carry out. You know, what you get from the carry out, bro?
Do it all.
You do it all.
Do it all.
I keep mine simple: 5-wing momo sauce, extra mumbo sauce. You know, down here in DC, so we get down here, momo sauce.
This ain't Harris.
This is Terrence Williams. Thanks for tuning in to episode 3.